Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of the media. We welcome you once again to another press conference by the NPP on the recently ended 2020 general election. We continue to thank you for your years of support for the activities of the new Patriotic Party and for being the conduit through which we carry on with our public education. God bless you and bless our nation. First, we as a party condemn the shooting incident at Techiman South on the day of the declaration of the results, which led to the death of 2 people and left others injured. We ask the security agencies to undertake the needed investigations into the incident. Today, we have called you in respect of Techiman South parliamentary elections. I must state also here that we do not speak for the Electoral Commission. We speak for ourselves, and we speak to set the record straight as against a multitude of lies peddled by the NDC yesterday. It is important to state upfront that the NPP parliamentary candidate for Techiman South, Mr. Martin won that election and so declared by the EC. For the avoidance of doubt, we present to you the results of Techiman parliamentary elections as per all print sheets available to us. Martin Ajay-Mensah, NPP, 49,682, and I repeat, Martin Ajay-Mensah, NPP, 49,682. 2. Christopher Bayre Basongbit, NDC, 49,205, and I repeat, 2. Christopher Bayre Basongbit, NDC, 49,205. Per all the pin sheets available to us, which are here displayed, our candidate, Martin Ajay-Mensah, was duly elected as MP for Techiman South for the next parliament, January 2021 to January 2025. Having said that, ladies and gentlemen of the press, it is important for us to expose the lies, deceit, propaganda, and political chinkers, shenanigans, and dishonesty of the NDC since the process towards the 2020 elections began. The NDC has always sensed that it will lose the 2020 elections, and so from the beginning of the year, they have constantly been impugning the integrity of the East as per their presidential candidate's logic, that if you sense that you are losing the elections on the march, attack the referee, attack the integrity of the referee. Mahama, this is Mahama at the NDC 2016 last round. Ghanaians will recall that way back in September, and specifically on September 24th, 2020, Mr. Mahama made clear his intention not to accept the 2020 election results. Which results did he say he won't accept? The one in which he was going to be declared winner, or the one in which he was going to be declared loser? As they say in Ghana, I can't think far. But for the moment, let us come back to Techiman South elections. I have already stated Techiman South parliamentary elections were collated and Martin Ajay-Mensah duly declared winner. The NDC initially said that there was no collation in Techiman South. Now they are asking for re-collation. If there was no collation in the first place, how can there be re-collation? But it is important to point out to the NDC that after results have been collated and declared, the only remedy available to them if they disagree with the collated and declared results is to go to court of competent jurisdiction. But as is obvious to Ghanaian people, the NDC is not ready to be put in strict proof. All they want to do is court public disaffection for the EC, and by that reduce the legitimacy of NPP's victory in the eyes of well-meaning Ghanaians. But in their attempt to do so, they have constantly exposed their own lies and reduced their own esteem in the eyes of Ghanaian people. This far, NDC has put out several results as representing what they call true results of Techiman South parliamentary elections. But there cannot be multiple truths. So which of the several results that NDC has put out represents the true results of the Tachima parliamentary elections? Yesterday, the minority in parliament promised to display all 265 wishes from Techiman South. In the end, they subjected viewers to fabricated images of an Excel spreadsheet. Excel spreadsheet, not collated of the EC. I think media men and the public know the difference. Such gross deceit and incompetence. And according to them, the NPP candidate obtained 50,030 votes, while their candidate obtained 50,306 votes. So according to the NDC majority's juju figure, NDC won Techiman South with a difference of 293. On the 10th of December 2020, Johnson escaping Ketia claimed that the NDC candidate owed 50,569, while the NCP candidate owed 49,874 votes, making it a full difference of 695. On the 11th of December 2020, John Dramani Mahama, presidential candidate of the NDC, claimed that the NDC parliamentary candidate gained 50,414 votes, while the NPP parliamentary candidate obtained 49,825. In which case, according to candidate Mahama, the NDC candidate won with a difference of 592 votes. Then on 21st December 2020, the NDC candidate himself, Christopher Beire, in an interview with Joy FM, claimed that he won the elections with a margin of 700. Around 4 p.m. on the same day, on Joy News, he claimed he had won by 2,000 votes. Later the same day, on Newsnight, on Joy News, the very same Christopher Beire claimed that he won the election with a vote margin of 825. So, ladies and gentlemen of the media, if we are to believe the NDC story that they won the Techiman South parliamentary election, they won it with vote difference of 293, at a point 695, at a point 592, at a point 700, and then 825. Mind you, we are talking about an election in one constituency. In this singular constituency, the NDC won by 5 different margins. Ridiculous. They are so inept, lazy, and propaganda driven to such an extent that they can't get basic competing right. Basically, they can't even tell a consistent lie. How could they be incompetent even at forging? Ladies and gentlemen of the press, let me state again, for purposes of emphasis, that NPP won the presidential election of 2020 and tied with the NDC on parliamentary elections, at least for now. And I say for now because we have signaled our intention to go to court to challenge the validity of a number of seats which the EC has declared for the NDC. We are also going to challenge some of their parliamentary results. And you will hear from us very soon. For us, in the court of law, not in the streets. Have you all noticed that suddenly the NDC has stopped talking about presidential election? To date, they have provided no figure to back all the street protests that they have urged other people's children to embark on while they keep their children either in the comfort of their homes or in cozy villas abroad. This is why NDC has always been opposed to a universal access to education by all Ghanaians. They want to keep an uninformed population, so propaganda, lies, and deceit can have a legitimate hold on the politics of our country. This is pathetic. Ladies and gentlemen, we are almost in the Christmas season, and so we shall not keep you for long. We wish to reiterate the point that the 2020 elections has been one of the cleanest and the most transparent in Ghana's election history. CODEO, EU, ECOWAS, and other international observers have all affirmed the same. No effort to denigrate the results of election 2020 gained traction. The call of Mahama to tell his supporters the truth that he lost the election. It's okay if he wants to go to court, the support of his party for another try in 2024. But it is not okay to endanger the lives of other people's children, and by that endanger the security of our country. This far, the security agencies have been professional in their handling of the provocations that Mahama has encouraged his supporters to foment. We cannot, however, be sure what will happen if he continues to display such carelessness and irresponsibility in not wanting to go to the appropriate forum to seek for redress, but continue to fight for his battles on the streets. Already, respected bodies like the National House of Chiefs, the Peace Council, the Coalition of Civil Society Organizations have called on Mahama to follow the law in addressing his grievances. He should do the needful. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous 2021 New Year. May God bless our whole Ghana and make a great and strong nation. I thank you.
Can you walk us through?
Many things happen on the declaration and the process of declaring the election results in Techiman South. And we want to walk you through what the video captured for you to see what happened. To begin with, the collation center is supposed to engage only the two agents and the security forces. So if you look at the belief, the chaotic situation that is happening there by NDC supporters and members who mass up. And I think one of their strategies was to mass up at various collation centers on the D-Day when they know they were losing. Or they did that at Escado, did that at Securios and other places. Why? Allow the EC to collect in a serene atmosphere. Because you need a peace of mind and peace to pick figures, to transpose figures from the pink sheet onto the collation sheet. But if there is that chaotic situation that we're going to find ourselves in, it will be difficult for anybody to do the kind of collation we would have expected. So I think the EC has done well. But many people who were there, particularly in the NDC folks, have breached the law by attacking the EC officials because it is against the law under the PNDC political parties act. All right, let's go.
So we have Seth here. He is a member of the IT team, and we have a pin sheet. We have a collection of our pin sheets here for all the 32 electoral areas. Then on there you see the videos of the collation. So you have the NDC candidate. We have the NDC candidate. He is the man in the Lacoste t-shirt. That we see here. This man is a leading member of the NDC. He's the assemblyman for Sansama election.
So this is the EC Coalition Center.
Yes, this is the Grand Champion Hall. Techiman Municipal Assembly, where the coalition was done. So you see the NDC candidates in the Lacoste t-shirts there. Leading members of the NDC. We have the assemblyman for Sansama. The man in mask, we call him Buguma. He was a parliamentary.
Call him
Buguma Mohammed. He was a parliamentary aspirant. He contested the NDC primaries. He didn't make it. The man sitting there with the tag is the NDC constituency chairman called Chairman Fowl. And then the man in mosque, his back is facing us, so we can't.
So was this an NDC Coalition Center or EC Coalition Center? Because I can read you what the CI 125 says about who and who should attend the coalition.
So this is at the time that the coalition was going on. A lot of the leading members of the NDC were around, but not all of them are captured in the photograph. In fact, at the coalition center, the regional chairman was there, Chairman Newsroom was there. There are other videos that we can show to identify a lot of the individuals. This is still at the coalition center. If you can take So this is also at the time after the coalition had been completed and the director, the returning officer was about declaring the results. So some of the people that we can identify in the picture, the man here is the first vice chairman NPP, North East region. The man in the mosque here is also a second vice chairman, the constituency second vice chairman. And then you can see Honorable Tachima South also. Yeah, this is the woman we saw, and then if you can look at it. So this is the returning officer. So the man who started the scaffold, who pushed the table, is the NDC parliamentary candidate himself. Trying to scatter the documents and everything that the EC. Yes. That's the EC. So this is our Nasara coordinator, the man in t-shirts, NPP Nasara coordinator. And then this Canipos. This man red is the former member of parliament of the NDC. He's also called Ajay. Yes. So these are a lot of NDC men. Where the video yes, the man. The man who took the megaphone is the constituency organizer. The whole thing was to stop the EC from going ahead to declare the results and to scatter the whole program. But thankfully, the EC returning officer was able to declare the results. Those of us who have won then went out. So this is the constituency which organizing Techiman South. We have the DC, MC, and then observers. In fact, the first video that we showed, we saw observers were all sitting there. So at the coalition center, observers were allowed in everything that was going on there. They also a lot of the NDC constituency executives, both regional and constituency, were all there. Okay, so.
These are screenshots of the
This is a screenshot of the application. That's it. Okay, so this is the collation that was done at the NDC. So after we have collated yes, this is NPP collation figures. After the collation, this is what we also obtained. You can see the polling station codes, that's the column shaded in blue. The polling station names, then the votes that the total registered voters for each polling station, the votes that NPP got, the votes that NDC got, the rejected, and then the total valid votes, which led to the total that the Electoral Commission declared that Honorable Ajay Sakosa is the winner for the parliamentary elections in Techiman South, and so declared. So if you can show the video, before the collation, the night before, there was also a scaffold where the NDC guys destroyed a number of pin sheets and ballot boxes for reasons best known.
votes cast.
This is
On a police station that I won. And the house right damaged everything.
Look at the ballot.
So this is the night, that's on the 7th, at the beginning of collation. That was what happened at the collation. And this is in front of the Great Champion Hall. The hall has a large land in front of it where the ballot boxes are arranged before they are taken into the collation center. So this incident happened at the collation
And
center.
for your information, this matter was reported to the police by the Electoral Commission, and so it has records. And anybody can authenticate this. I believe that the police is still investigating. The presiding officer who was attacked is called James Ejay, and the security had to whisk him away to safety and subsequently lodged a complaint. So it's important that you take note of this.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as we showed, all the 267, in fact, traditionally you have 265 police stations. And the two additional police stations are the special registration, the special votes, polling centers. That adds up to the 267. So these are the pin sheets that we use in the collation process at the collation center. So if probably you can zoom.
Boss, please speak up.
So we have mentioned CHS1 Techiman. Police station code is A010101B. Where Honorable Ajay Sakosa had 386, and then Christopher Fire Basunti NDC had 113. This is Methodist CHS Techiman 1
So, call the figures.
The figures is Honorable Ajay Sakosa NPP 386.
386.
386.
NDC.
And then NDC is 113. Rejected is 2. In fact, even this one, the presiding officer made a mistake. He wrote 501.
Mention his name.
The presiding officer is Aganda Derek. polling agent for NPP is Will James, and for NDC is Sule Isifi. So these are play sheets. In order to make, for simplicity's sake, we arrange our play sheets according to electoral areas. So what I have is for one electoral area called Tusuasi electoral area. So the next one is Methodist JHS, the police station code is K01 101 02A. K0 10 102A.
What is a Diana? Is it the Diana JHS?
It's immediately after the first police station. K0 10 102A.
So what is it?
Methodist JHS Techiman South. So go on. Go on.
How are you? Call it again. Call the code.
The code is K0 10 102A.
Yes. Met JHS Techiman.
Methodist JHS.
So call the figure.
The figures NPP is 266, NDC 98, rejected is 0, and the total vote cast is 364.
On the pen sheet.
The presiding officer is Supoku Kofi Isaac. For the agents, NPP agent is Aferi Yeboah Derek, and then NDC is Keneboa.
Okay, no, don't close it. Let the camera pick it up. Come this way. Okay. And I think it can be picked.
The all sign.
Yes, they all signed.
Boss, keep it stable. Thank you.
So this is
That's not the other.
So Chairman, what are the coalition center? The focus of the new patriotic party was to ensure that the returning officer who has the responsibility under the law to declare the results was done. The NDC brought in their task headed by their parliamentary candidate and caused the mayhem. We have shown to you our pin sheets from all the 267 polling stations, and we've confirmed from the figures on the pin sheets
Only the head.
as against what was recorded at the coalition center before the attack. We expect the media to look at what the campaign manager and our MP-elect has presented to you as against the spreadsheet of the NDC and their minority.
and there are different numbers that they are.
And there are different numbers put out by Mr. John Dramani Mahama, Mr. Sidun Ketia, the candidate himself, and Mr. Haruna Idusu. Thank you very much. Okay, Chairman, I thought there's another video they want to show.
Let them finish.
That's when they were calling their supporters to come and force them.
That's what they did in Esikado Kitan and Security.
Okay, so we have a crowd gathering in front of the race.
This was after they made announcement on Akina Radio that their members should move to the collation center. And that they did. We had Sami Jemfi, we had Otokuno, Esedu Kesia, and Mr. Fianka, that they should march up to all collation centers.
And cross all the risks.
And the same thing they are doing on daily basis, marching across, burning ties, and causing mayhem. Yes. Okay. So, yes. Please, you know.
Dale.
And I know there I'm not follow. More essential for Mama Kwaba about New Patriotic Party campaign office. It was said, American media framework, and we could say, I said, not a young point, and my gun on my side, we are self and a year so. They say, yes, sir, they said, I must see a church and say, Muche, we are self and I Ghana for 9 years. I mean, Shama, Nagana. Also, said Madam Eddie Kai, ye need patriotic party, and some course war Techiman South, Ada, electoral commission, Eddie power, or when you are condemn shooting, two to try course war, man, Nipa be ya, Nipa be brave, so, Eddie, them, condemn pass, I am, it is security agency. Omo momo de yem pese ewo sansem a disi ho em so hwe video ya ebi ya we hu se nipa bi ye macho man said de omo pine ade no so emra if you see I mention 127 ye de ade no na disi and then your friend must say you can see any more agi komo fact Tachima parliamentary elections. If I see a decline, it's a candidate, NPP parliamentary candidate for Techiman South. A friend will run Martin, a gay mess or no, they did on him. Abana, a 7th December. Electoral commission, so it declared, I hear video. Now, the results are in front of pin sheets. Polling stations a war Tachima for they better wash. Now you can't have polling stations no name special voting in Noah. They war Techiman South Era Martin again Mensa Cosa Ujina Homa NPP. Unya 49,682 pin. If you are 9 con, I had seen after be watching. NDC candidate, a friend of Christopher Bayer, was on goats. Una 49,205. King, if you are 9 con, I had no million. Anything. Now, who share patients? Now, the 12 baby are the share. The body within era a gay mensa and now the Techiman mention for a year. Say, Uncle Jina or name or parliament for a member. Soon NDC a copy a fee 2025 January. Now, Macas area, they say, me did dirty, ever and throw a push any latter. NDC for Apple 2020 elections. Now, one who said about the airport, 2020 elections. Indeed, Shasiana, if I feel like Shasiana, almost Shasiana, one will be easy. Basa, say, not the Bima Oyeno, and sweating from registration. I became so, Shuma, Ghana for. In Brazil, echo register. The import the poor friend CDD. A person, Musa, Ghana for will be some caution. electoral commission no muji ne tu ana mo njine tu enipa oha mu chichemu adusia so 67% na ka say omo wo jije e wo electoral commission o de no toto 2016 at the same CDD no be sa go shana enipa 65% na ka say omo ji ECD atata tuhwe mo a isi we adwuma a waye aso Ghana for enipa so hwe percent mo a CDD for year October omo da na biche eti nsama omo kan se omo begu isi na ni mo ase Yera John Mahama or presidential candidate na no say so hwe na who lose election na say hope football na who lose ọmọdé sẹ ọdún wẹni bẹkọ akọsi reference so na wọn bọ n'ada paa wọn twa n'ada paa ọkàn sáàsì ni 2016 NDC last round sẹsẹ abáná wọn kọtọ náà wọn sẹ nkó yìí a wọn ní sí electoral commission so ní twa n'ada paa ẹ máa ń kọ fún ohun sẹ n'edwuma ẹnsọ yìí n'ẹnsọ ẹnsisa títí Ghana fún ohun sẹ efiri September nsọmi nkunu. Specifically, that also a blue night. And Mahama can say, on no day, about a petrol for 2020. On G, Abano results not empty. That results will be also on you. Yeah, Yebeka said, or no wedding, Kuman answered, Yebeka said, or deep. That's Senia, yeah, it's our kind of car. William between one. They must say, no. Techiman South in the art, you can't pass. Techiman South elections, you can cut police stations near Abu. Police stations, you can near Abu. Yera Martin again Mesa, and I easily declare themselves while winning. Initially, no, NDC forces collation by NPP. There was no collation in Techiman South. After the also almost say yes, I collect bill recollection. They are never collation, better they are by recollection. Collation video, any. They are never collation. After the also almost by recollection. Now, if I say I did two just say, after the results have been collated, the collation, you know, they declare, you have Martin James as well. Say NDC for was some count of one. Maybe also require a court of competent jurisdiction. Now, Ghana for P said, NDC for there. Some Boko court. They have two or more of the queer points here once in and then almost there. We will more about deep ocean. A pushing the latter actually Ghana for and no more pay. Say it is It's the NDC Frontier say NPP Yera Martin and J. Mesa are winning Techiman South about Ghana Funya in Insa. Now NDC focus on Futuro Ghana for you. Now Futuro no person woman at 2 years. Kabia the Trono no mucha. Said they Ghana for you. First, on the results, election results, they wake away, now we are away. But the election back home, I was Techiman South. I was saying, Moa back home, and ever. Today, Tina, Yeba Shasino, Yera Mahama, I say NDC winning, or go to votes, no. That also one winning by 290. 10th December 2020, Johnson said, "Look at the NDC candidates now winning in 50,569. NPP candidates near 49,874. And just one winning by 695. There were Mahama, so 11 December after I said, look at the Don Frank Tunima and this is parliamentary candidates no Techiman South no one winning by 50,417. Obra NPP candidate near 49,825. Let's just say NDC candidates na BT yɛn candidate no by 592 indicate say maka say you get aga say o ma win by 695 then omreach ya 21st December NDC candidate na nkasa Christopher Beyere no ono so do FM Joseph Oboku gako interview no also a winning election no ewo Techiman South by 700 votes, margin of 700. South Nigeria, Joy for South Africa. Actually, also are winning by over 2,000 votes. Winning by 2,000. The numerous news nights, Joy for South Africa. Christopher Beyere say, actually they are winning by 825. The ladies and gentlemen, you are not above media for a month shower. He said, NDC for some said, Omo de Kunimo, Techiman South parliamentary candidate. You do baby, Omo de Emma 293 in the winning. You do baby, Omo de Emma 695 in the winning. You do baby, Omo de Mark 592. You do baby, Omo de Mark 700. You do baby, 825 for one election. I hear one. Now, one election or one vote, it means different results. It is for me teaching. A ridiculous. A 117. A 117. It's one day. Woman to me and Trusty and J results in free polling station and can come in your one results. And no a quadrant laziness. And I said propaganda no and throw the no I almost. And she said, who to me the Bibia? Now we are forged so before the room to the money here and money and calling the praise secretary. Say the who said, we say. If I say the can't be said. Presidential election, NPP will name one touch. Yejitum said. Parliamentary no yeni NDC say results I work electoral commission here boss na me kasa say boss but ye hu constituencies bia womo esi womo anweni a ye de be kokot ye go just streets ye de be kokot bi ne Usiga, ebi ni Cape Coast North, ebi ni Boko Central, ebi ni Sabelugu, ebi ni Sojamai, ebi ni Kwanta North. Na ye lawyers, ye mo adwuma de be ya. Chedia. Asin of Cape Coast North, Boko Central, Usiga, Sabelugu, Sojamai, Quantum Banaka. The lawyers, you Juma, and chair, a court in the issue on these streets. So, and now, and Rado Mapai, say, open say will be a phone. About to one summer, Teacher on the share. Now, presidential days, they say, won't come on. Because 500,000 votes na NPP omo fa figures bia make sure say omo dey na control any akofi na omo na ko edi na say me dey omo dey ba say ati Jenesa declare Mahama say na winning presidential election so no need be diff ama is for you omo ti every na so ni akofi nkanka ni social media ya abaso abefo social media dey omo dey so sa ya kaya ma ye mo break kaka ehwe sisi ya omo dey go for ma go abotin say omo ko demonstration omo ma dey bufi ai bibi am ai bisu ma villa ewo abochi na da bia na omo dey e ka omo ko na nkaga na yeti ya say enipa adwinu bebu na akohwese ma omo di obi ekekaya obi no say ase no ye entoso te ka na ka education free education ka amaso pa na ka na 44 na asem no ye tiase na ye swallow sa nti ladies and gentlemen of the media we are not here to follow say ye wo Christmas nti ye fa be ma mo nche by the CSC studio say 2020 elections election course come you da election here ebe ya and say transparent and open and you better one ya now from the word go from protest registration this for our election here that was until on behwe omo dwuma ni say on behwe elections say kosu ya na kosu it say CODEO European Union ECOWAS any other international observers now omo jatun say abana Ghana to fini e chubia in the leader of the transparent until here come Mahama and the supporters at say no kwani on lose election. John Dramani Mahama has lost the election, and I repeat. Say on Tiasia, so lose the election now. Otiniko comes. Yes, we are better. I'm facing no court. I'll try the lock view 2024. Say the party for original to me. Now, my on fan of life in their world was treated society. City agencies so the ball my boss say or my professional or my own man very so na ahoba Mahama ne go for show me or more teenage PT aye eduma no ye eda na move no extra assembly e continue because ahoba na e show sa wa we are na wakoma na be here is all na yourself or moonshine carelessness any irresponsibility now one more street now I'm going to Senate 16 votes there's all money and don't get electoral commission a declare results Senate votes no one could declare until Ghana Hakra we see international observers now a national house of chiefs a peace council the coalition for civil society organization. Omunya kashire Mahama say, "Chaya monte ade na wo ye na wa se bia court na kokawa se mo ho." Na sana abato mu achije ba ye no court ye consent in this street so. Ndama se mamunya fi shapa. 2021 ye di Isham, Oshagana, Osha, Emma, into